Hello, so we are going to do coordinate geometry questions. We are going to try SAT practice questions. Let's start with the first question. So in the graph below, OB is twice as long as OA. What is the length of OB? So here we have O and we have A. The coordinates of O and A are given, so clearly we have to find the distance between O and A. We can use the distance formula for that. Distance formula is distance between 2 points is under root x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Now, for these 2 points, the distance between O and A is going to be under root 3 minus 1 square plus 4 minus 1 square. So, OA is equal to under root, this is 2 square, that is 4, plus 3 square, that is 9. So, this is equal to under root 13. Now, OB was given twice OA. So OB is clearly double of this. So 2 times under root 13. 2 root 13. So option C is right. Let's try the second question. Points R, Q and P are collinear. What is the value of B? So these points are collinear. Collinear means they lie on the same line. So for points lying on the same line, there are many methods to solve this. One is we can use the triangle formula. We can use the area of triangle formula. If it's 0, then they're in the same line. Another is if these 3 points are collinear, then the distance between these 2 points and these 2 points will always be equal to, if you add them up, it's going to be equal to the distance between the first and the last point. But these will be time consuming. The easiest way is if they're collinear, their slope would be the same. If they lie on the same line, no matter what points you use to calculate the slope is going to come equal. Na? So we can find the slope here. Formula for slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And here the sequence is pretty much important. So if you're taking this as y2, this would be x2. You can't reverse the order here. So we'll use this formula. Slope of RQ is equal to y2 minus y1. So that is 4 minus 3 upon x2 6 minus 4. So that's coming as 1 by 2. Same way slope of PQ. That's going to be B minus 3 upon minus 2 minus 4. So that's coming as B minus 3 upon minus 6. Now these two are supposed to be equal if the lines are collinear. So then we'll put them equal. 1 by 2 is equals to B minus 3 upon minus 6. We can multiply it this side. So 1 by 2 into minus 6 is minus 3 equals to B minus 3. So B is minus 3 plus 3. That's coming as 0. So B is 0. C option is correct. Now for the third question. The points ABC are collinear and it's given that AC is equals to BC. You have to find C. So generally if we have a point and they are equidistant, that is they have equal distance. So it is like this. This will be A, this will be C, this will be B. But in this case, these points are collinear. That changes this whole equation. Now, these are in a straight line. A and C and B and C are equal. That means they can only be like this. So here clearly C is coming as the midpoint of AB. So because C is the midpoint of AB, we can simply use the midpoint formula to find C. Now midpoint formula is x coordinate of the midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2. This should be x1 comma y1. This should be x2 comma y2. And in the same way, y coordinate is y1 plus y2 by 2. So we can use this. Mx is equal to minus 2 plus 2 upon That's coming as 0. And y coordinate for C will be 3 minus 1 minus 4 by 2. That is basically minus 1 by 2. So the answer should be 0 comma minus 1 by 2. That's option A. So yeah, this is the answer. But remember, this is only possible if these are collinear. If just these were equal, then you'll have to like find the whole distance and then only you can calculate. Because they're collinear, that's why you can use the short. Now question number 4. So in this question, in this graph, Ln is equals to 4 times Lm. You have to find the length of this Lm. Suppose this length is x, right? So Ln, this whole length, this is going to be 4x. Now this is x, this is 4x. So what about the remaining length? That's going to be 4x minus x. Na? So this is 3x. But we can actually find the distance between m and n by distance formula. So we'll find mn. It is equal to under root 2 minus 4, that is 2 plus 4 square, plus 4 minus 2. So 4 plus 2 square. So under root 6 square plus 6 square. So that's going to be under root 2 into 36, so under root 72. We can write this as 6 root. Okay. Why 6 root 2? Because this would be under root 2 into 6 into 6. We can make a pair out of these 6. So root 2 is left. So 3x is coming as 6 root 2. The value of x will be 6 root 2 divided by 3. That is basically 2 root 2. And x was equal to Lm. So Lm is coming as 2 root 2. This option B is correct. Now the 5th question. If m is the midpoint of xy and x is given, y is given, find the value of m. So it is simple. You have to find the value of a, So for the value of a, x coordinate, that is 5, will be equal to x1, that is minus 4, plus x2, that is a, divided by 2. This 2 is divided here, so we'll multiply it on the other side. So 10 equals to minus 4 plus a. So therefore, a is equal to 10 plus 4, that is 14. So E is going to be the answer. Now question number 6. Let M be the midpoint of AB. A is given and B is given. Find the product of x and y. Let me do this here. Now we'll find the value of x and y. So x is equal to x1, that is 3, plus y1, that plus x1 plus x2 by 2. So 3 minus 1 by 2. That's going to be 2 by 2, that is 1. Same for y. Y is equal to y1, that is 7, plus y2, that is 3, divided by 2. So 10 upon 2, that is 5. Product of x and y is equal to 1 multiplied by 5. That is equal to 5. So for 6-1, 5 is the answer. Now 7th question. In this question, it's given that PQ is parallel. If these are parallel, you have to find the possible coordinates of y. So parallel, there's just one option to go around this. We'll have to make the slopes equal. Because if the lines are parallel, then definitely the slopes of PQ is going to be xy. So we're going to find their slopes. Now to find their slope first, we'll find PQ. So that is y2 minus y1. So 6 minus 3 upon x2 minus x1 minus 3 minus 4. So the slope here is 3 upon negative 7 or minus 3 by 7. Now we want a coordinate that can give us the same slope, minus 3 by 7 or 3 upon minus 7. So here For mxy, the slope should be minus 5 minus x1. Sorry, y1 I mean. So minus 5 minus y1 upon minus 2 minus x1. Let's try putting some values that can reach us here. We have 12s and minus 12. So if we start with this 11 comma minus 12. So here we'll have minus 5 plus 12. So we're going to get 7 in the numerator. We definitely don't want 7. We want 3 or some multiple of 3. So this one is cancelled. Now we can try this. So this would be minus 5 minus 12. So that is 17. Again, some multiple of 7 is required. We can try minus 11. So that would be minus 5 plus 11. That's going to be minus 6. Yeah, that can work. Minus 11 can work. Let's see this minus 12. That will give us in the denominator minus 2 plus 10. So 10 minus 2 is going to be 8. Not going to work. We'll try this 12. So for 12, minus 2 minus 12. That's going to be 14. A multiple of 7. So we'll try with this one. Let's just put this value. Minus 5 plus 11 upon minus 2 minus 12. So this is coming as 6 upon negative 14. That's exactly 3 upon minus 7. So D option is correct. We'll end the video here, and please remember to subscribe also.